So you're beginning Wing Chun and you're trying to figure out what you should do really first. Well, quite honestly, you must build your structure and your position. You must be able to get into the correct positions in order for Wing Chun to work. If you can't get into these positions, you're just fighting force against force. So here is what you need to work on for your stance and for your body, and it's right in Sun Tao, okay? But not everyone understands what Sun Tao is doing, or they have different ideas. So in your Sun Tao, when you start, you are here, open, open, okay? So you must be able to get down into your stance strong enough. We have elements of good form that create the positioning, the geometry that makes Wing Chun work. So, first of all is bending. You must bend, and this is called Lok Ma, Lok Ma. Bend yourself in a spot, notice my knees. Bending helps you to get closer down to the ground. Now the main part that you are supposed to root in Wing Chun is your spine. Okay, root your spine. Do not do this in your effort. Okay, root your spine straight down through the middle of your feet. Okay, so that's one. Two, you're going to need to pull your legs in closer together, called Kim Sut. The thighs become closer and you get compact with this effort. Engage your glutes in the process to do that. This is not an idea of pinching your knees in together. This is the idea of bringing your whole femur bones closer together, starting with the glutes and the hips pulling together, okay? The glutes must be turned on. So that's the second one. The third one is a straight lower back, Ting Yiu. And this, when I said bring your spine down to the ground, this is very important. The knees must physically be in front of where the hips lie, okay? You can't have, again, you can't do this. You're completely unrooted if you do that. You also can't do that either. Bring yourself straight on down to have that third element of good form, Ting Yiu. After that, we're dealing with Mai Jeong, and this is the shoulder and the elbow position. The shoulders must stay down, and the shoulders are the origins of the elbows. The elbows are very important in Wing Chun, but what you must first focus on is the shoulders. The shoulders are responsible for keeping the elbows down. Many people in Wing Chun have this floating elbow as they're doing things, and they just lack root. Shoulders need to be part of that rooting, that relaxing down, settling the shoulders down. Okay? So what you want to do in this is you want to tuck your scapula, just like you're tucking your pelvis under to make this straight. A similar action is happening in your shoulders. You're going to tuck the scapula or your shoulder blade underneath. Tuck that underneath. You don't want to come forward with your shoulders or round or come over top. You're just the opposite. Imagine your shoulder like a wheel and it's coming underneath as you come out. Then this power comes from low. It's a low connection, okay? So now Mai Jeong is the elbows as well. So the elbows, just like the legs, are going to be pulled in. We don't want to come out with what we're doing. We want those elbows to be coming in. If we're doing chain punches, we're keeping those elbows nice and tight. We're not coming from there or coming over top, okay? So this is the next one, which is Mai Jeong. Keep those shoulders down, elbows in, and drive from behind the elbows. Next, we have Dung Tao, or head up, as if being pulled by a string. But in addition to that, the root of the head, it's there's a tendency to have people have their head forward when they're doing things. Try your best, take 2 fingers on your chin, pull that back, and the head should be up as if being pulled by a string. The head comes back and balances on top of the spine more. You don't want your head in front of that spine, you want your head back. That helps to root you down actually, because the head is so far away from the ground. If you just come forward a little bit, it takes you out of that root and gives away your center of balance. So it's all about the center of balance, okay? I want you to take your eyes next, okay? The sixth one is where your eyes are gazing. They must be gazing forward towards the center of the other person, all right? Mok Lik. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Do not bring your eyes and look down, okay? I know a lot of people try to look down towards the chest and that kind of thing. Well, at where your eyes go, your energy goes, okay? In Wing Chun, if you look down too much, your head is going to inevitably go there. Your energy is going to go that way. So I want you to look straight ahead. Now, if somebody's much taller than you, then okay, fine, you can look towards this area. But for the most part, look straight ahead where you are, and keep your eyes straight towards the other person. So these are the 6 elements of good form that we teach here at the Dragon Institute and within what we refer to as Dragon Family Wing Chun. We are a part of the Lung Shun lineage, and that is Yip Man's senior-most student in Hong Kong. There is a couple more that we add to it. The tip of the tongue is to the roof of the mouth. This connects the center line meridians of traditional Chinese medicine, the governing and conception meridians, okay? So tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, as if you're saying the letter L. Just maintain that there and try to breathe in and out through your nose. The breathing is another element, and you want to breathe from your lower dantian. Your lower dantian is 3 finger widths below the navel in the center of the body. I want you to imagine a reservoir or a storage place for your energy, right in the middle of your body, okay? And I want you to make sure when you breathe in that your lower belly expands, and as you breathe out, your lower belly contracts. You want to do very little chest-based breathing, and you want to keep the shoulders down. When we do more chest-based breathing, what happens is every time we breathe in, we raise our root and our center of balance. So this is a lower dantian breathing or diaphragm-based breathing. It's going to help you relax more and slow your breathing down. Slow your breathing down. Ideally, you want 6 breaths a minute. That means in and out is 1 breath, okay? Ideally. So you can practice that and slow your breathing and your heart rate down. If your heart rate gets too fast, then you won't be able to perform your Wing Chun calmly, properly. Wing Chun is a meditation art. Even when we're sparring, we're fighting, we're practicing meditation. We're not practicing to amp ourselves up like other martial arts do, or really go into aggro mode, where instead we're trying to meditate as we annihilate, or meditate as we do our jobs as we're fighting. There are other elements, but those are the main ones that I want you to know as a beginner. I know there's a ton of information in this video, so please ask me questions as to the specifics of this. I realize this is for a beginner, so I'm assuming you're new and have questions. There are no dumb questions. There's just people that are too afraid to ask those questions, so please ask me. I'm here to help. I'm Sifu Adam Willis. If you're looking for my online Wing Chun course, you can find it at wingchunlessons.com. It is a 90-day beginner's course that goes through a ton of information. It actually goes through some of this stuff I talked to today. But beyond that, it also goes into simultaneous attack and defense. It goes into the full form. You learn the full form of Dung Tao. You learn the wooden dummy. If you don't have a wooden dummy, then I teach it in the air as well, so you can practice your wooden dummy in the air, Hong Jeong as it's called. Concepts, tons of information in that 90-day course. Again, wingchunlessons.com. I'm Sifu Adam Willis. Thank you again.